Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Friday. Welcome back to yet another weekly beauty chit chat. This is the video that goes up most Fridays here on my channel, where I share all the fun, frivolous, completely unnecessary beauty products that I was personally loving or obsessing about over the course of the past week. As always, I have another fun little lineup of things to share with you guys this week, and as always, I will list and link everything in the description box down below. Just a quick note about those links. Whenever I link anything, I research and try to find where you can find these things on some kind of sale, if at all possible. You know, money is, feels like it's harder to come by these days. And, you know, for me, I know that I certainly try to shop sales as much as possible. And so those are the links that I select to put down below. So yeah, if you want to know where to purchase these things for on sale, if at all possible, check that description box. If you want to read up other people's reviews, if you want to look at the in-depth ingredient information, yeah, I always put that information right below the video. So just click that more and that'll expand that for you. And then happy shopping if you choose to partake. Never any pressure from me. You got to do what's right for you. Anyway, you guys, how was your week? I hope it was a good one. My week was interesting. Okay, so I ended up getting sick this week. I had an ultrasound at the beginning of the week, and I received good news with that, by the way. I don't know when I'm going to do my next perimenopause update, but I know some of you guys were wondering, and I can tell you that there is no change in the lump, and so we're good. We're good in that department. But yeah, I hope to maybe do an update on that maybe end of July or sometime in August. But for those of you that were wondering, it was good. I did update that on my Instagram. If you're not following me there, it's just MrKongsMom. So, but yeah, also Craig finally came back from Canada. Stella is coming back early next week with my father-in-law. Some of you guys were asking me why they go to Canada specifically each year. So Craig's family has some property up there that they have owned either since the 40s or the 50s, you know, back in the 1900s, if you will. And it's been passed down, and so Craig grew up his entire life going to Canada every single summer, and he loved that lifestyle, and he had so much fun up there as a kid. And as soon as we got pregnant, like, he was really excited to begin taking you know, our offspring up there so that Stella could really, you know, live the life that he did during the summers where he was just outside all the time. And Stella loves it. Stella loves to swim. She still at 12 loves to catch frogs. I mean, I definitely fear that as we are going deeper into these like teen years that she's going to lose the love of some of that. But the great part is that there are also a lot of other kids up there that are her age, and so, you know, she gets to meet like her summer friends, and it's just, it's a neat thing that I know not everybody is blessed to have something like that, and truly I am thankful that Stella gets this opportunity, and I'm always excited for her to go. But I tell you what, as soon as she leaves the house, while I initially get excited about having like a staycation by myself back here with the dogs and just enjoy some quiet time, because let's face it, kids are noisy, within 2 days I'm immediately like, I miss my kid. I can't wait for her to come back. So anyway, bless her. I've been so lucky to spend almost every single day with my kid. I actually started my own businesses so that I could have the opportunity to spend more time with Stella, especially when she was younger, and it was the best thing that I ever did. Not that that parenting style is a good fit for everyone necessarily. I know a lot of my friends really prefer working outside of the home so that they can get time to themselves. It helps them kind of maintain their own identity as human beings. We're all a little bit different, but for me, I wanted all of that time with my kid. I knew I was only having one, and I don't know, I was kind of, I guess, selfish in a way, and just wanted as much time with her as I could. So I feel like that was a huge blessing for me. But anyway, so yeah, she's had the best time. She's actually gonna probably go back again in August, and yeah, she's got friends up there now, and it's it's fun for her. So anyway, you guys, 5-minute intro. I will have definitely put in a little like skip to towards the beginning of the video here, because I know some of you guys absolutely hate the chit chat. I get it. Anyway, let's dive into the faves. We're gonna get started with perfume. By the way, I'm feeling much better. Yeah, feeling much better towards the end of this week. It was a little rough there for a couple days, but yeah, I'm feeling better. Okay, these are the 2 fragrances that I was sporting this week. Thankfully, with the little illness that I had, which I think I'm still kind of getting over, I did not lose my sense of taste or smell this go around, so I was still enjoying, you know, all of like the same things that I used to. So this here was actually something that was gifted to me by a friend. She had several of these Atelier Cologne fragrances, and she didn't really enjoy them anymore, and so she just passed them on to me. This is one of my friends, like in my real world here, not like a subscriber or anything, by the way. So I do know that Atelier Cologne is no longer in business, actually. I think it was it last year or the year before? I can't remember, but they actually were not cruelty-free, so I would have never purchased these myself. And you can't get these anymore. Like I said, Atelier Cologne is no longer. But this is the Orange Sanguine fragrance from them. And oh my gosh, you guys, this is so beautiful. This is a really deep, rich, very warm orange. I feel like I also get like a little bit of like an amber type vibe from this one. It's not like your typical super fresh, vibrant citrus. It's deeper, it's warmer. It almost smells maybe more sophisticated in a way. This is really beautiful. And honestly, the 3 bottles that she gave me, she didn't use more than this. And so, yeah, anyway, these came with these really neat little, I think are these leather? Oh, I think they might be. These little, I don't even know what this would be called. What would we call, like a sleeve? A perfume sleeve? So anyway, while I would have never purchased these because the company wasn't cruelty-free, I am enjoying these things that were passed along to me, and those are lovely scents, by the way, really good. So if they ever do come back, I'd love for them to be cruelty-free, because I would absolutely purchase that. Okay, the other one was Nest Golden Nectar. Okay, so Nest Golden Nectar, did this come out last year or the year before? I can't remember. Anyway, I started with the small size here. Now this Golden Nectar, I think, is more of like, it smells slightly spicy, like a beautiful kind of sweet, slightly spicy scent. I actually think that I like this one more in the fall months, but I just thought this week I kind of want to sport that. I think that I was rebelling against the 100+ degree heat that we had every single day, and I was trying to manifest fall with some fall smells. This is so beautiful. Listen, this Golden Nectar from Nest just falls right in line with those gorgeous, sophisticated fragrances that Nest always seems to pump out like it's their job. It is their job, and they're very good at it. This is lovely. If you've never checked this one out, I think you should. Obviously, I would suggest getting started with this smaller size, making sure that you really do love it. I absolutely, once I finish this smaller one, I think I'll purchase the full size, because I really do enjoy this, and I find that this one is great with my body chemistry. So yeah, Golden Nectar, she's good. If you haven't sought that one out, and maybe you're heading into the mall this weekend to cool down, pop into your local Sephora and give that the old sniff. I'm telling you, it's lovely. Okay, let's go into, let's do makeup, and then we'll do skincare. All right. These are my makeup picks for the week that I wanted to share. So here is the Natasha Denona Glam palette. I did upload a review earlier this week that I filmed either last week or the week before of just a easy three eyeshadow look from this palette. And really it's more like a 2 shadow look, because I use the lash line shade just as a liner, and I don't really consider that part of like the eyeshadow routine per se. That's my liner, if you will. But yeah, I love this palette, you guys. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I will say though, that particular video, it did not go over well, and the last tutorial that I uploaded didn't really get very many views either. So it just makes me think that while the tutorial that I did with the cream shadow from Charlotte Tilbury went over really well, I don't think you guys are interested in my eyeshadow tutorials. I know some of you are, and I appreciate you people so much, but you know, because it does take some work to put those videos together, and I'm just not naturally inclined towards doing like makeup tutorials, if you will. I kind of feel like I might pull back from posting more of these at this point. Here's the thing though, if you have questions about palettes, if you have questions about what color combinations to put together or placement, please always reach out to me either here on YouTube or over on Instagram in the DMs. I'm always happy to, you know, share whatever information I can with you, but I also want to give you guys content that you are interested in. So anyway, I'll link the tutorial down below if you happen to have missed it and you did want to see it, but I think going forward, I'm going to pull back from doing these again. It just didn't seem to really be something that most people were interested in. So if you do have questions, like I said, reach out. I love talking makeup with people, so yeah, I think we'll just maybe approach it that way, at least for right now. All right, I cannot get enough of these Milk Makeup Pore Eclipse products this summer. I am telling you guys, if you have oily skin and you really struggle with keeping your face looking a little bit more matte, maybe your oil is just really fighting to break through because of how hot it is, or you feel like your makeup is just melting off of your face just because of the heat, check out this Pore Eclipse line. Now, if you have dry skin, stay away from it. This is not the line for you. If you are normal, combo, or oily, check this line out. This week, I realized that I am running really low on my Pore Eclipse Translucent Loose Setting Powder, so this is gonna have to be repurchased probably before the end of the summer. I also, by the way, own and use the Pore Eclipse setting spray. Now this, I only use if I'm actively going to be outside and, you know, like at an event type situation, or if we're going and doing something and I really need everything to stay put. In that case, I will do primer, powder, and setting spray. But right now, just for like every day, the primer, the powder, good enough. That is fantastic stuff, you guys. If you're struggling with the oil this summer, check out that Pore Eclipse line. As an oily skinned girl for like my entire life, I feel like, other than maybe, you know, like the first 10, 12 years before my skin went haywire because of hormones. Yeah, like these are products that are made for an oily skin type and they work like a champ. Okay, blush this week. To bring a little bit of life to my sickly face when I was putting on makeup this week, which honestly, I think I wore makeup all but 2 days, just because it really does help me feel better. There's something about like the mindset switch for me that almost I feel like helps me heal from being sick, just by putting myself together and maintaining my normal routine as much as possible. Obviously I wasn't like deathly ill, so there's, you know, that to take note of, but you know, on the days where I did feel good enough to still come in here and do my thing, even though I wasn't leaving the house, I was still doing it because I am a big person. I'm a big advocate of sticking to routines and having, you know, just a game plan for yourself every single day. I feel like the older I get, the more important that gets for me, because it just makes me feel more normal with all of the changes that my body and honestly the outside world is going to. I can control me and how I feel and, you know, how I perceive myself, and that's important. So anyway, what's the blush? It's this one here. Now obviously I have this in a limited edition holiday palette here, but this is the Luminous Flush from Hourglass. I have talked extensively about my love of these Hourglass blushes. They're great on my oily skin, by the way. They're so beautiful. They allow me, as someone with an oily skin type, to participate in a glowy blush type trend without it drawing attention to my enlarged pores. And that is that's worth something to me personally. So even though they're a little bit more expensive, and that prohibits me from having every single color in the range because of the price point, I picked the colors that I love. And yeah, also another great way to try these, a lot of these Hourglass blushes is in their like limited edition palettes. Like this was a holiday one. This came with a couple of blushes and then also, some bronzer and highlighter products. This one here came, this is a slightly different format where you've got a larger highlighter over here, couple of blushes, and then a bronzer, and then a slightly darker highlighter over here. But these, they're a little expensive, but I'm telling you what, it's gonna take you for frickin' ever to get through these anyway, so don't let the size scare you off. The quality is there. I think it's worth the splurge. You're gonna have to determine if it's worth the splurge for you. But I mean, I've been using this for years, and it's one of my favorite blush palettes. And I have yet to hit pan, and I have used this to the max. I am telling you, I've used this to the max, and I have yet to hit pan. So even those smaller like sizes that I just showed you, you're gonna have them for a long time. All right, is that it for makeup? Yes. Let's move on to some skincare. First of all, because I was sick, it caused a little eczema flare-up on my upper arms here. So when I get eczema, it's usually like in this area here. And the way that I address that in terms of healing that up is I try to, if I can, avoid the hydrocortisone cream. I do have over-the-counter hydrocortisone, and because, the eczema can sometimes get really bad, I do have a prescription as well. But I try not to use those. I am very scared of having my skin become used to the hydrocortisone, and, whatever about that. But if I can find something that soothes it and makes it look a heck of a lot better, I would rather, use like an over-the-counter type product. And this Paula's Choice Daily Replenishing Body Cream. So this has both shea butter and ceramides. Those are two things that you want when you are wanting to soothe that eczema. It really hydrates it. It stops that itch for me because it no longer feels super dry and flaky. That's, I think, the thing that, makes me want to like start scratching at it, which then of course makes it worse. But this is, there's no fragrance in this, and it just works. Those ceramides really work to soothe the skin. That shea butter helps with that hydration, and it just leaves the eczema looking so much better, and it just helps to heal it up. So if you've never tried this, I'm telling you, it's good. I mean, if you have super severe eczema or you have psoriasis, obviously stick with what your doctor gives you. But if you are like me and you just deal with like the occasional flare-up or outbreak, something like this is great to have on hand because it will soothe the skin and it will get it looking more normal again pretty quickly, as long as you are applying it both morning and evening. There's that. All right, a couple more. I started, okay, so I did manage to, at the beginning of this week, film a morning skincare routine. That video will be up on Monday. I do show this product in that video. This is the new DRMTLGY Goat Cleanser. It's an oat cleanser. So this is actually specifically formulated for sensitive skins. Full disclosure, this item here was sent to me in PR. I am a Dermatology affiliate or partner. So I don't know if they're still having their 25% off sale, but if you're in the market for a new cleanser, whether you have oily, sensitive, dry, combo, normal, whatever your skin type is, this is a great cleanser. Even with my oily skin, this gets my skin really clean. It doesn't give you a massive lather or anything like that. It's more of like a cream type consistency, but it really is a beautiful cleanser and it's so gentle. It's very, very universal. I think this is the most universal cleanser that I have ever tried. So if you're in the market for a new cleanser, check this one out. If that 25% off sale is over by this point, you can use my discount code to save 20%. I love so many dermatology products. I actually just repurchased myself, they didn't send it to me, the needleless serum. I love that product as well. So if you're in the market, definitely check this out. I'm watching the time because I don't want to go over like much over 20 minutes and we're almost there. So, okay. The Asterwood. I keep wanting to call it Asterwood Naturals because that's what they were called in the past. This is a repurchase for me. I just get the larger sizes. I kind of regret not ordering, like, I think they actually have a 4-ounce size now of their Matrixyl 3000 and Argireline. This is their anti-aging serum, if you will. I really love this one. This is a great way to build light layers of hydration into my morning skincare routine. You will see that on Monday. It is a morning routine where I'm focusing a little bit more on hydrating my skin. Listen, it is summer. It's super hot. My oil production has ramped up, but you know the way that I fight it now is I nourish and hydrate my oily skin, which then makes it think, oh, there's no need to pump up more oil to the surface because things are good up there. The surface of the skin is hydrated. When you are consistently trying to dry out your oily skin, it is going to make your oil glands think that there is an issue and that they need to overproduce oil, and it's just going to be a vicious cycle. I'm telling you, it took me a long time to get that through my thick skull. Learn sooner than I did and start hydrating your oily skin. Now, light layers of hydration is really what works best, so keep that in mind, but this is a fabulous way to do it. Also, Matrixyl and Argireline are wonderful skincare ingredients. Definitely go read up more about them. Also, they released a copper peptides product, and I love me some copper peptides. I have used copper peptides from several different companies in the past. Again, wonderful kind of anti-aging benefit. There's also some collagen boosting benefits from copper peptides. This one here is made with hyaluronic acid. There is, let's see, do they have the ingredients in here? Yes, okay. So the ingredients are pretty basic. This has copper tripeptide 1 in it. It's a pretty basic formula. I would actually say, in terms of affordable skincare lines, so The Ordinary, I never really liked their products. I just don't think they were a good fit for me, but I agree that the price point is incredible. The price point of these products is kind of, I would say, in line with The Ordinary, but these worked so much better for me. So in fact, when Asterwood Naturals first came out many years ago, they offered to send me some products in their line. I loved a lot of things, and I repurchased their products myself after receiving them initially. So they're a great skincare line if you haven't checked them out. I purchased my Asterwood products from their Amazon store. That's where I will be linking these down below. They are good. Just want to give another plug for my beloved here, because this week when I have been a little bit sad in the under eye department, this has really helped to perk my my under eye area up a little bit. I've talked about it for so many years. It's my beloved Strivectin Hyaluronic Tripeptide Gel Cream for Eyes. It is a true gel cream formula. You can see I'm almost done with this one. I just slather it all around, and I really work it into my skin. 1, great hydration. 2, great anti-aging benefits in terms of, you know, it's just got great ingredients. Check it out. Listen, the best place to get this, if you have a Costco membership, order it online through Costco. Way less than if you were to purchase it from any other online retailer. Costco really does have some amazing deals, obviously, but you have to have the membership to be able to purchase this. I will definitely link it at Costco, and I'll also try to see if I can find it on sale, just, you know, at like regular retailers, in case you don't have a Costco membership, or Costco isn't a thing in your area. I don't know why it took me a long time to realize this, but like, there are other parts of the country that don't have Costco. You guys have Sam's Club, but you don't have Costco. And lastly, just a quick plug for these guys here, my Lumify eye drops. Listen, my eyes were a little red and irritated this week. This is not something that you want to necessarily even use on like a super regular daily basis, but when my eyes are really red and irritated, I use these Lumify drops to, for example, I put 1 drop in each eye this morning. Look how bright the whites of my eyes are. I can tell you they did not look like that when I woke up this morning, but this makes me look more alive. And when I look more alive, I feel less sick, if that makes sense. Anyway, that's it. 24 minutes, of course. I appreciate you being here. Please subscribe if you're new. Give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.